Are you thinking of moving to Maricopa, Arizona? Perfect, because in this video, I'm going to take you through Cobblestone Farms, which is one of the first communities in Maricopa that really help people understand that this is a great place to live. And we're going to learn a little bit about Cobblestone Farms as a community. We're going to also tour 3 homes at 3 different price points so that you can see for yourself how much home your money could afford. If you stick around until the end, I'm going to take you through the most expensive home currently for sale, and you're not going to want to miss that. Let's get things going right now. If this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything there is to know about eating, sleeping, drinking, living, moving to Maricopa, then please like the video and don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you can get notified every time I drop a new video. My name is Mike Miller and I get questions, calls, texts, emails from people just like you all the time, people wanting to know more about Maricopa and the surrounding areas. So if you are planning to move in the next 9 days or 9 months, whatever your time frame is, please reach out. I'd love to be of service to you. I'd love to make this the best and smoothest move possible. All right, so what do you say? Let's go learn about Cobblestone Farms.
All right, so we are going to have a look at Cobblestone Farms in Maricopa and, kind of get to know the neighborhood a little bit. Cobblestone Farms, as you can see, is one of the 2 northernmost communities in Maricopa with direct access to the 347, which is what takes you up to the Phoenix metro area. Okay, it also butts up against the 238, so directly west, which goes to the 8, which goes to San Diego over here. That's usually the route we take when we go to California. It feels pretty convenient to just be able to hop on and stay on one road for a long time. So in Cobblestone Farms, the bulk of the homes were built between 2004 and 2007, since it was one of the first communities in Maricopa. When the housing market crashed in about 2006, there was a lot of building in Maricopa at the time, and that all kind of came to a standstill for the most part. So that affected Cobblestone Farms to some degree, and some homes weren't finished until I'm seeing as late as 2017. There may be some later, but at any rate, as of right now, the whole community is fully built out. So most communities in Maricopa are built by multiple builders. Cobblestone Farms is one that was built by a single builder, and that's Fulton Homes. They built out all of Cobblestone. It's also the only community in Maricopa that has basements in some homes. Now, basements in Arizona, you may not know, are kind of unusual. They do happen once in a while, but the ground here is really hard to dig through, so generally they just don't get built. In fact, none of the homes that are currently for sale in Cobblestone Farms have a basement, so we won't get to see how they look. Just know that they exist, and you're gonna have to take my word for it. If you are looking for a home in Cobblestone Farms and you want a basement, let's check it out. Maybe there'll be one ready at the time. So Cobblestone Farms HOA works out to about $118 per month. They do charge quarterly, but they have a pool, they have a splash pad, they have several parks, and basic cable is included with the HOA fee here. There's also a lake, biking and jogging paths, horseshoes, basketball courts, and barbecue areas. All right, so I'm gonna try something new here. Please let me know in the comments below if you think that it's helpful, but I really like numbers. I think that they are, very helpful for understanding some perspective and some context. I know not everybody cares about numbers, so feel free to skip past this portion. It's very short. But we're looking at a snapshot of basic numbers for Cobblestone Farms versus the rest of Maricopa. And this is just, what's for sale right now. Obviously, these numbers are going to be different in the future. But if you have any questions about them, also please let me know. But pause the video if you need to look at them, and then we're going to move on. And now it's time to get back out on the ground, and let's go check out our first house.
All right, here we are for our first home of this video, and I'm only mildly blinded by the sun. It's not hot though, and incidentally, I'm wearing a jacket, but it's getting a little toasty in the middle of winter here. But here's our first home. They are asking about $300,000 to $7,000 on this one. It's a 3-bed, 2-bath with a bonus room, and it's about 1,689 square feet, I think it is. Built in 2006. And it's on a 5,400 square foot lot. In case you haven't watched any of these types of videos before from me, I am going to be really brief and not thorough on the home itself. Just trying to give you a quick overview of what the different price points will get you in Cobblestone Farms. Okay, so they've got a note right there, by the way, worth mentioning. It says, "This home is for sale, not for rent." When you see that, that's because there are lots of rental scams out there where scammers will take a home for sale and try to rent it to people and basically, just steal money like scammers do. So be wary of that if you are in the renting game at all. So we've got this little room right here, multi-purpose room that could be used for just about anything. We'll call it a study or a kid's playroom. But kitchen, good sized countertops. Realtors leave their cards traditionally when they show a home. There are a lot of realtors that work the area of Maricopa, by the way. So I'm honored and blessed if you choose to work with me. So with that said, gas range here, a little bit aged, not too bad. Not a lot of cabinet space, but there's also a pantry here. But for being on the lower spectrum of prices, and also these vaulted ceilings, love them. So those are pretty tall. And then even over here, there are 9-foot ceilings in the hallways and whatnot. Bathroom, closets, with some natural light there. Window could use a little cleaning. When I first came in here, it stank a little bit, but I don't smell it anymore. So it'd be pretty easy to clear that smell out, I suppose. Yeah. Oh, another closet right there. Right next to that one. I almost didn't notice it. Yeah. And the next bedroom, it's just a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, laundry room. Laundry room feels actually pretty good size for this style of home. Pop in the garage really quick. With a side access door. I was gonna say they may have added this in, but the fact that, because with these homes, when you've got a gas furnace especially, code is that you have a lower and an upper vent. I've seen homes where the door was added in after the fact, after it was built, and then they build it right over the vent and it's out of code. But this one looks like that's not the case. Side yard here. That's a pretty new water heater, manufactured 2022. So as of this video, it's like 2.5 years old. Still got some time on it. And let's check out the primary bedroom. Again, this feels nice and open for a lower price point home. Good size walk-in closet. Nice view of the backyard through these 3 windows. There's not a lot of backyard to look at, but there's some. And then the primary bedroom, bathroom. Well, let's just go run outside and check the backyard really quick. The door's a little stiff, but like a lot of things in a home like this, like very simple to fix, generally speaking. All right. Got grass. I don't see sprinklers. Doesn't mean, oh, yep, there's sprinklers. So hopefully the automatic sprinkler system works. Got an orange tree, mature. I think that's an Arizona sweet maybe. And then I forget what those are called, tangelos, something. And a pomegranate tree. Oh, I love pomegranates. All included free with purchase of home. So that is it for this one. Let's run down to the next one and see what we got, all right? House number 2 in Cobblestone Farms. All right, here we are, home number 2. Asking $435,000. It's also a 3-bed, 2-bath with a bonus room. The square footage is 2,200 about, and it was built in 2005 on a 7,800 square foot lot. So kind of more space all around on this one. I mean, that's a great start right there, a 3-car garage, but let's see how it does inside. This is, of course, our mid-priced home in Cobblestone Farms. Right off the bat, we've got a good size, front room here. Big enough for some couches, dining table if you want. Got 2-tone paint there. The countertops in the kitchen are laminate. So you don't really see a ton of those, at least here in Maricopa. Obviously, it's generally less desirable than stone of some kind. And so like new builds, for example, at this point, I don't think I've seen a new build with laminate countertops unless it's a manufactured home. So anyway, gas range here, you know, got some features on the island right there. You'll notice this, you know, it's a little rustic looking. You know, obviously that's where your TV and whatnot is supposed to go, but it kind of sets the tone, I think. There's a lot of what look like kind of do-it-yourself items in this house. So I wouldn't say it's quite as big old pantry. So I wouldn't say it's quite as, I don't know, fresh looking as the last house we looked at. But there is more stuff. There is more space. And here is inside the 3-car garage. A lot of times you'll see with the 3-car garage, the single bay door doesn't have an automatic garage door opener, but this one does, so. And a side, don't lock me out. Okay, it didn't lock me out. And a side view, there's the water heater, of course. This one has a water softener that they left behind. Homes don't automatically have a water softener here, but it's really recommended that you get one if you don't have one. Because we have pretty hard water. In some of the more rural places have soft water, but in certain situations. Well water obviously is not generally soft water. Okay, and 2 of the bedrooms. And then the bathroom. Nice. Did we check in here? I don't think we did yet. So right across from that pantry is this kind of just little supply closet. It goes back, so they've got a coat rack up too. Ceilings are once again, you know, about 9 feet high. Not vaulted here, but this room, we've got our double doors. A lot of the wall has kind of, looks like they slapped putty over holes and rubbed it around, and so that dulls the paint, which is fine. It just means that really you'll want to, oh, you know, they definitely put some paint on there. So it's just kind of not a professional, you know, job on patching those holes. Primary bedroom closet. We've got the garden tub and the shower separately again, double vanity, very nice. This, you know, this room is nice. It feels maybe a little bit smaller than the last one actually. So I don't necessarily go to these homes for this purpose in the order of worst to best. It's price point, and then kind of like in the real world when you're looking at homes, sometimes we score, sometimes we don't so much. Okay, and here's the backyard. So again, middle of winter, and grass grows great here if you do it right. You know, granted, this could use a little cutting, but that doesn't always happen when a home's sitting on the market for a little bit. Some people will hire someone to come out and mow, but not everyone does. Looks nice. It's got the, I can't say Pebble Tech, but kind of that texture to it, because Pebble Tech's a specific brand. I don't know if it's that brand. And the water feature. And that is pretty much it for this house. We're gonna head to the 3rd house on our list today, the most expensive. Okay, so the next house is actually right there. It's next door. So that's interesting. Don't always see that, at least for, you know, the middle and high-priced property right next to each other. There's 4 houses that I can see within eyesight that are for sale right now. So yeah, I wouldn't actually say that means anything, just something I would notice and point out if we were looking at homes together in person, you know? So anyway, let's take the long jog to the next house over. Last but not least for this tour, this Cobblestone Farms review. In house number 3, they are asking $575,000 for it. It's easily the biggest of the 3 houses we're looking at today. Not the biggest in Maricopa, but certainly on the bigger side. It's 5 bedrooms, 3 baths with 2 bonus rooms. The living space is 3,930 square feet, built in 2006, and the lot size is 7,800 square feet. All right, so this home, you know, in part because of the 2-storyness of it, it's quite a bit bigger than the other 2. And it's in pretty good condition, I'd say, too. So let's check it out. First off, they want you to know that this room can fit a pool table easily. I mean, let's get a few pool tables in here. That's an exaggeration, but anyway. All right. We come around the corner, there's a full bathroom down here, and they converted that to a walk-in bathtub. So if that appeals to you, act now before this house is gone. Okay, and the laundry room. And the garage. And I didn't mean to be foretelling the future so much, but there's that 3rd car garage with no automatic opener on it. A new opener is like $500. Of course, installing it is another story, but oh my gosh, so many locks on this thing. I got this, okay. Nice big gate right there too. Thought it was locked out for a second. I got this. I am a professional. My biggest concern with a house like this would just be like all the light switches, figuring them out, and then like you go on a vacation and I gotta make a couple sweeps to make sure you got everything turned off. First thing I would do in a home like this is install a bunch of smart switches. Alexa, turn off everything. Sorry if I just messed up your Alexa, I don't know. Okay, so big room is very spacious. The cabinets are definitely older, unupdated. Pretty sure they're original. Probably the countertops too, but obviously that ages better. Overall though, like this home is in good shape, good condition. A lot of people might want to do some updating to it. And by all means, oops. But I'm not seeing any signs of neglect really, anything that would need major repair. Obviously still get an inspection done and also pay attention when you're walking up wooden stairs. So nice big loft. So much room for activities. Is that a Zoolander quote? I don't know. All right, here we go. So the bedrooms are split into 2 sections. This is not a bedroom. Pantry, obviously, or game room, sorry. That makes way more sense up here. Okay, and this is not a primary bedroom, this is a secondary, but it's big. Very spacious. I mean, obviously I've seen bigger bedrooms, but we're talking like for these prices, these are big bedrooms. Tall ceilings. Looks like okay, and we're still looking at secondary bedrooms where you'd tuck your kids or your visitors or your doll collection, you know, whatever you do with your bedrooms. Definitely be comfortable here. The floor is, I think this is all real wood floor. So it is kind of noisy. We have this in one room upstairs in our house, and that's the only room that we can ever hear people walking around in. We really actually want to replace it. This is the primary bedroom with the double doors and even bigger space. It's not like drastically larger than the other rooms, but definitely noticeably so. This is maybe the most questionable thing in the house. Carpet in the primary bedroom. Why? And then we've got, you know, of course, the shower garden tub separate again. They did a lot of those when they built this community. And of course, the walk-in closet. It's kind of dark, could use a new light bulb, but it's good size. I'm pretty sure they're a bit bigger than the other two. Let's head downstairs and outside, have a look at the backyard, see what they've done with it. So these people the owners of this house liked to be outside for sure. We've got, what is that? A smoker, a grill, a pizza oven, I think. A wine fridge, a sink, and a pool. So they kind of went all out, and it's really nice. It's not a big backyard, but it's nice. Pool looks newer. Looks like it's in good shape. Looks like they did some gardening too. Hey, they're after my heart. Cool, and that's it for this house. What house was your favorite? Let me know in the comments, and let's finish up, yeah? All right, that is it for this video. Thank you for joining me for this, and wow, you made it all the way to the end. Impressive. But I did try to make it useful, helpful to you as always. And if there's anything I can help you with, please reach out. My contact information is in the notes below. Let's schedule a Zoom call. Just go ahead and do that, and let's talk, get to know each other a little bit. You know, there's lots of choices for realtors out there, so I'm honored when people do choose to use me, and I do work hard for them and do my best for them. Also, please let me know. I've been getting some requests on specific types of videos, and I'm happy to do that. Thank you very much, and I will see you next time.